Well, hello everyone, this is Steve from Amateur Hour Gaming, and welcome back to Day 4 of the 100-Day Challenge. Here we are in Agrarian Skies. We're going to pick up pretty much where we left off. In between the last time I recorded and now, this map is actually updated from 1.08 to 1.010. Not sure what those changes will mean, but I sure did see a lot of red text in the Feed the Beast console when this was loading, but we'll see what happens. Now, you'll have noticed that I planted this carrot seed. When I logged in, I was actually starving to the point that I didn't even want to fool around and do an intro before dealing with food concerns. So I planted the single carrot seed it gave us, bonemealed it repeatedly like this, got some carrots, and managed to survive. We'll leave that there for now and just keep our loot. I think I can replant these carrots when I get more dirt, so I'll eat them if I need to, but I'm trying not to waste them. So there we go. That was a couple of spare carrots from last time. And I ended up cooking a bunch of silkworms because, no joke, I was absolutely starving. Now, in this game session, I think we're going to start off with this Be Resourceful quest. So before you can get far in the process of gathering resources, you'll need to have a cobble gen. Use hammers from Ex-Nihilo to break cobble into gravel, gravel into sand, and sand into dust. So we're going to need one of each of these. I think we already have the hammer we made it last episode. And of course we'll get them all back, plus a couple other interesting rewards here. However, just before we do that, I am going to pause for a minute here and clear out this large tree. I somehow imagine you guys don't want to watch me crook all of this, but I could use the silkworms. I'm sure the string will come in handy, and I'm probably going to enjoy chopping down this monstrous tree as well. So, no need to make you guys watch that. I'm going to pause, and I will be back momentarily. And we're back. 4 crooks, 5 minutes, and half a cup of coffee later, we managed to take down that massive tree. But look what we got out of it. 3, almost 4 stacks of string, 42 silkworms. I think in the short term, food should be taken care of, and my god, if we need string for anything, I got you. We're going to be able to build lots of these string-based devices, no doubt. So, and 58 wood, not too shabby. I'm sure that'll come in handy for something. Put these silkworms somewhere safe. There we go, 44 silkworms. Now, be resourceful. Okay, so, as I understand it, what we need to do is sift dirt to get bits of stone, which we then use to make cobblestone, which we then smash with a hammer. So, the one thing we don't have a lot of right now is saplings. Now, saplings of any kind should work. So, 2 and 3. Now, this is a bit crowded here. But what I'm getting at is that I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use up 4 of these pieces of dirt. That'll leave me 3. I can plant 1 of each sapling. So we'll sift our way, and hopefully we can at least get most of the way down this quest chain before we kind of have to just rely on saplings to make us more dirt. We're taking advantage of the Dirt Chest 9000 bonus dirt. So we want to evenly space these, so I'm going to pick up a bunch of... I'm really going to pick up all this dirt, actually. And probably spread these trees out a little bit more so that they'll grow a little bit faster, and hopefully we won't have to rely on Bonemeal, which is not in short supply, but the supply's getting shorter nonetheless. So what do we want to do here? Over here looks nice. Oh, you gotta love the item magnet. When I was up there in that tree, so much of it would have just gone awry if I had not had that magnet. But oh, the Enderman sound, it still scares me every time. Also, I move my stairs so I don't bang my head on this nice lamp. In the long run, I think this area is where I'm actually going to farm. I'll probably replace that dirt block with water, but that is a challenge for another time. So, moving back to Be Resourceful. Step 1, we're going to put our dirt in the sieve here. Then you right-click repeatedly, and we got 4 stone. Very good. So that'll make us 1 cobblestone. I'm kind of hoping that's what will happen with all of these things, because you need 4 to make a brick. Yeah, there we go. Although that nice little bonus from the last one. We got a melon seed, I think it's something. Oh, 16. Okay, excellent. We have achieved exactly what we needed to achieve. 4 cobblestone. That's perfect. Now I have a hammer here somewhere. Yes, right there. Okay, and what's this? A birch seed? How do I use that? U is not responding, so we're going to set that aside. I'll do a bit of reading. Maybe it'll just grow me another tree. Who can say? But that is not the mission of the moment. Let's find some space to work here. I think out here is kind of nice. Yeah, and it isn't raining. It isn't raining. I'm going to need to collect water for clay eventually, but that's not today's quest. So, you place the cobblestone, hit it as if you're trying to break it, but you'll see that instead of breaking into a cobble, when you use the hammer, it breaks into a different block. So, and then there's stages to this. The gravel breaks down to something else. I need to keep one of these cobbles for the quest. Alright, and we'll place a cobble. Now this should turn into a sand. Excellent, so that's good. So we've got one cobble and one sand. One gravel. And the last one we need to turn into dirt. Oh, we're going to get this done, I think, just before sleepy time. Because it's dark out. And the entire map is not safe yet, because I don't have charcoal to make torches. So, there we go. We have a sand, a gravel, a cobble, and a dust. Now that seems like job done to me. So let's get inside as the sun sets. Turn in our Be Resourceful quest here. Sifting sand, rewards. Manual submit. There we go! 100% across the board. So we're going to get a pick regardless. Claim rewards. Now I have 3 lives, I think. And I got a half heart here as well. Let me just escape real quick and see. Do I have any spare heart shards? 2. Okay, so I can already make another life anyways. So we're going to go with... one of these bags. This one. Boom. Okay, see? And I got back all my little bits and pieces, which is nice. So I could break down those other ones into whatever I might like. For now, we're just going to tuck these away into our materials chest. I'm going to go ahead straight away and make this heart into a full heart. Yes. Ding! 4 lives. Okay, so let's have a quick snooze, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings. There we go. All right, loot bag. Loot bag. And a new pick. That's awesome. This axe is just about done for. God, will I ever have enough iron to make an anvil to repair this? I kind of like the Bane of Arthropods, but I mean, really, it's a stone axe. How worried am I about it? Who can say? I'm also getting hungry. Let's see. Let's get a batch of silkworms going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is good. Pop those babies individually in here. I don't think you can cook them in stacks. And we'll just throw these slabs in because we have plenty. And that should be a reasonably efficient way to cook those. So we'll let the pan do its job. And loot! Time for loot! What did we get? 16 corn seeds. That's awesome. I don't know what corn does for you. Well, I mean, it turns into corn and you eat it or cook it or whatever. Maybe it's like, don't starve and we can put it in our pan and make, better recipes. At least this is what I'm hoping. Anyways. Hunger Overhaul. Don't know anything about that. Probably an interesting mod. But, there we go. I was kind of hoping for something a bit more practical in the short term, but what can you do? What can you do? Alright, maybe fishing. Yeah, let's check this out. This quest. Alright, so sifting sand, so we now right-click to get back, which we learned last time. Yeah, see, now here's the problem. I don't have water. At the moment, it's just not raining. So I don't actually have water to put blocks of dust into. And I also don't have any dirt. So I think, for now, the fishing one is as good a choice as any. Do we dare? How much bone meal do we have? Nothing extra there. I got a full other stack, so I think what I am going to do is I'm going to go bone meal up these trees and see if I can. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. 5 bone meal to get something to grow. Let's see here. 1. Oh, that was nice. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, that's a leafy one. That's what we need. Alright, so saplings for sure. So let's do a quick crook run at these guys. See if we can get some saplings. Oh, this is good. We're getting a good drop rate. I mean, all that string is excellent. I'm hoping it'll come in useful. Maybe wool will be a part of future quests. Who can say? I imagine string has any number of uses. But now, dirt. Dirt is the name of the game right now. That is what we need. Oh, an apple. I'll take that. In fact, I'm going to eat that right now. because I think I still have hungry status. I'm starving. Oh, okay. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to pause and move my map around so we can keep a better eye on that starving status. And there we go. That's a little bit neater, a bit smaller too. So now we can keep an eye on our status because, believe it or not, I do need to be reminded. I'm so used to just not worrying about hunger. I mean, in the average, single-player game, it doesn't take very long to build up a good surplus of food, and hunger, well, certainly stops being a major issue, and it doesn't tend to kill you in normal survival single-player. Oh, wow, not getting a lot of drops off this baby, he says as a sapling pops, but we'll take it. Oh, also, something neat. I've been playing this game to record, but also I really like this map, so I've been playing it just for a bit of fun as well. Because as you'll notice when you, if and when you play this, you've actually got two options. There's a flat block, which has no housing or anything. It's a much more traditional skyblock look. And there's this map. So I tried out the other one just for, just for giggles. And, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, you can make different colored Tinker's Construct tables, like the stencil table and all that we made. If you use spruce wood, they're nice and dark. If you use the birch wood, they're nice and light, and the oak sort of gets you the color that you see here. Also, you'll note I rearranged this to be a bit more space efficient. Stencil table, pattern chest, connected to the part builder, connected to the tool station. I'm looking forward to actually being able to use these at some point too. But for now, we're going to make another crook. I'm going to finish up with those saplings, and then I'll show you how we start making some dirt, and we'll go fishing while we wait for that dirt to, or for the saplings to compost into dirt. And we're back, my friends, and as you can see, I am starving from all that work. We've cut down the trees, replanted them. Worth noting that the crook seems to work best when the leaves are still detached, so you want to leave that like one block of wood in the tree so that you can actually get a better sapling drop rate. As soon as they start to naturally decay, hitting them with the crook didn't really seem to do anything, or certainly I wasn't seeing the same high drop rate. But as you can see, we've picked up a bunch of saplings of different kinds. The spruce, surprisingly, was the most prolific. The oak tree is nice because you get apples as well. And I don't think I got any silkworms out of the spruce tree. So the apple's probably still your most optimal tree, or the oak tree, I mean, is probably still the most optimal one to grow. But, we're going to be here a while. And I kind of like the idea of growing a little bit of each while we're doing it. So, since I am no longer, well, I'm a little peckish, but I'm not starving for the moment. So, let us get going with some compost here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there you go. So we've got a nice pile of saplings. It's worth noting, as read in the quest book, you can compost leaves as well. So if you can somehow manage to get your hands on some metal, or iron, I guess, and make some shears, you're going to get a much faster composting speed, because, of course, you'll have one leaf for every one you hit instead of the random number of saplings that you kind of get from breaking them with a crook or breaking them by hand. Oh, really? We only have enough to do 2 dirt. Well, that's all right. It's getting to be sleepy time, so we'll take a quick nap here. But only sleep at night. Okay, come along, little doggy, just a little bit more. Ah, sunset on a skyblock map. Isn't that nice? Yeah, the one thing you can say about Minecraft, I mean, 8-bit or not, texture pack or not, it has its moments where it's a good-looking game. It really does. So there we go. So let's see. Somehow I doubt our dirt. Oh, really? That's really actually quite quick. Look at that. So that's one. Oh, right. I need to sift these down to dust. Then I need water. Come on, man. Rain. I don't think the rain muffler's supposed to stop the rain. And I'm kind of afraid to break. Oh, I got a pick. Yeah, let's use the new pick. Please don't break. Well, break, but don't be destroyed. Yeah, okay. Let's see if turning that off has any effect on the frequency of the rain. I'd actually be willing to listen to it in this case. Oh, we're going to cook some more silkworms, I think. Just to actually get the rain to grow so we can move on with this quest, right? This guy's not going to go. There we go. So cook on away. Tuck away our preciouses right in here. I might eat that last one. Back up Bonemeal. And there we go. Peckish. I can live with peckish. Okay, so let us now work on another quest. See? Well, there's a second piece of dirt, so that's good. I don't think that'll be enough at the moment to finish the other quest. What were we doing here? Okay. Forming clay. What was the deal here? Crucible bucket, you need clay. To make clay, you need to use a hammer from X knowledge, turn cobble into gravel, gravel into sand, sand into dust. You then need to right-click on a barrel filled with water. So, now I don't think that we can move a barrel underneath here and fill it. I mean, I blocked off the water flow here with that block of mine. But of course, you see it does run down here. But somehow I don't think we can fill the barrel, and even if we could, wow, you're at 43% growth. God, I was chopping trees for like 2 days. No wonder they give you bone meal. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about maybe a skeleton farm as I play this by myself. But regardless, there we go. Let us take a look. So, we're really waiting for rain now at this point. So, while we wait, I don't have any saplings. I could fast track that, but you know what? Let's get a start on the fishing quest. So here we have our little infinite water source. Very nice of them to include it for us. Save a little bit of time and effort. Now I feel like this needs to be too deep for me to fish in, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few casts and I'm going to experiment with this. And I only need one fish to complete that particular quest, as you can see. And they'll even give us back a cooked fish and a quarter heart. Oh, and some loot maybe. And this is neat too, this reed fishing rod. I think it will unlock... Yeah, this is something to do with bait, I think. So, let us take a look at fishing. And hopefully, we can get that out of the way in reasonably quick order. Now, casting into this pool was a bear. As you can see, your bobber hops right out. I totally Googled. I'm going to completely admit that I searched for how to deal with this. So if you look straight up into the sky, cast straight up, drop your rod in, see, it lands in the pool. Oh, and it popped. Look at that! I didn't even have to pause. That's phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to take 5 minutes since I'm not really starving here. See if I can grab a couple more fish, and I'll be back when we want to turn in the quest. Alright folks, I caught one more fish before I got bored, so let's go back in and turn in this quest. So click. Manual submit. There we go. 100% raw fish 1. So we're going to get that back. It'll be interesting to see how much hunger a cooked fish gives you back. Pick one. Claim reward. Okay. What kind of loot did we get? Let's see. We did get our cooked fish, so straight away, let's see how much hunger we get back. 1. Well, I guess it's better than anything else we've been eating. 7 of these. I'd like to get right up to... there we go. You know what? Oh, and look at this. Look at this. Why do I look like muscle-bound Steve here? Yeah, well, whatever. What can you do? A little bit of quirk with my skin today. Not the end of the world. Alrighty, let's tuck you away with other useful foods. Now, I wonder... I could cook this fish, and I probably will, just because what am I going to do with a raw fish? But I wonder if I can combine it with stuff. Okay, so we also got a quarter heart. That's cool. Put that in the Precious's chest. Unless I've got them over here. No, I don't. And let's see what we got in the old loot bag, eh? Let's see. Ta-da! Oh, slimy saplings! Now that's excellent. For those who do know Tinker's Construct, you know why I'm excited, because slime saplings give you a material that makes some of the most durable tool mods in the game. 16 amaranth saplings. God, those are useful. We're not going to turn those into dirt, just for anybody freaking out. And blood sapling. Lava resistant, grows on the ceiling. Well, that might be kind of neat. They come out of the nether. Yeah, from Natura. I've played with this mod on my own. And it's pretty cool. But we've really hit a bit of a roadblock in terms of clay here. That's kind of the issue, right? So we go back. That task is done. Survival's not tasty. Sometimes you run low on food. To prevent starvation, bugs can be eaten. While not very filling on their own, bugs can keep you from dying of hunger. Make a sifter from mariculture. Okay, place it in an open area. Toss rotten flesh, leaves, and saplings into the sifter. Eat the results. You can use the maggots, ants, and other bait produced by the sifter with a reed fishing rod or any other mariculture fishing rod to catch fish for breeding. Oh, that's interesting. So instead of just the default blue fish, I guess we'll get something else out of that. So that's a neat teaser there. Fungus among us. Mushrooms are a great source of food. Sift sand to receive ancient spores. Plant these spores on a dirt block near a barrel filled with water. Start turning the water into witch water. While the water in the barrel turns into witch water, mushrooms will spawn on the mycelium. Placing sand in a barrel of witch water will make soul sand. Sifting soul sand can give you nether plants and resources. Cool! Placing a creepy doll in a barrel of witch water will spawn an enderman. Oh, now that's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know what call I would have for ender pearls just yet, except I need one to finish the quest. Okay, so, we're going to get a magic wooden sword and an enchanted raw fish, really? Plus half a heart. Okay. Again, water dependent. This one also going to depend on water. So, what do we got in here? Go with the flow? Open? Fluid storage. Sheesh, that's going to be a lot of glass, which is a lot of sand, which is a lot of dirt, which is a lot of saplings. So that's going to take us a bit. Bees and trees. Can I get into any of this? Beekeeping. Whoops. Bees and trees. Seed oil can. Geez, I'd need tin or something for that, right? We'll skip out of that. For the hoarding. And this is just collect a whole bunch of stuff, right? Storage Wars. A better barrel. Structural Mark 1. Storage upgrade. As you start gathering items, you may notice that basic chests quickly become cluttered and overflowing. Iron chests provide a bit more room, but are still not as useful for neat and orderly sorting. Barrels from Java will be the first item you can easily make for sorting and starting materials in large quantities. Java barrels can be upgraded to hold more mats, emit redstone signals when full, and even to void items that won't fit in the current space. You can lock a Java barrel by sneak right-clicking on it. If it's empty when it's locked, it will not accept any items. If it has an item in it when locked, then even if the items are removed, it will only accept replacements of that item into its storage space. The barrels can be moved when full through the use of a dolly. To upgrade the storage amount of a barrel, you will need to apply a structural upgrade and a storage upgrade. The task where the player has to craft specific items. I wonder how hard these are to make. So better barrel, eh? We'll take a quick look in NEI and see what they've got for us. Better. Alright, a better barrel. From Java. Never heard of that mod before. What's the recipe? So 1 slab, 1 chest, and any logs, eh? Okay, we can probably do that. So maybe that's what we'll do. We will try to build our way through this last quest, and then I think we'll call it there, and we will stop down. I'm going to do one more episode of this for you guys. Oh, of course, I used all my slabs in the furnace because I'm a hero. Yeah, I'm going to do one more episode for you guys, which will make it 5 days of Agrarian Skies, and then we're going to move on to another game. Let's use our mundane stuff. Will it let us get away with it? Indeed it does. Okay, so, a Jabba barrel. Excellent. Ho, ho, ho. Couldn't resist. I'm sorry, I'm a douche. But there it is. Structural Mark 1 and storage upgrade. Okay, so let's take a quick look at these. So anyways, yes, like I was saying, I'll do one more episode, so we've had a week of the, well, a 5-day week of the Agrarian Skies, and we'll move on to another game. If you guys want to see more of this, please feel free to comment, and maybe I'll come back around to it. Fences and planks, so that's just sticks and wood, not the end of the world. Yeah, there we go. See, I've got a ton of oak saplings from all that string farming we did, which is nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, I only need 2. Turn the rest of it into sticks. Turn those into fences. And gosh, sticks will come in handy. Yeah, I really like the fact that you can just... No, that's not what the recipe was. It was corners for fences, I'm almost certain. And planks in between. So there we go, a storage upgrade Mark 1. And what was the last thing? Well, let's just look. I'm not going to try and guess. Oh, a storage upgrade. A structural Mark 1 is what we just built. Oh, we're going to get a full life for this too. That's awesome. So let's check... Oh, sorry, I do this all the time. I get like happy fingers and just go too fast. Storage upgrade. Oh, wow. Applied energistics, extra cells, all kinds of crazy stuff. Storage upgrade. I don't think we need... I think we just needed the mundane one, but let's be sure. Yeah, just a regular old storage upgrade. So, how does one craft that? Again, R, 11 EI. Okay, so you need another better barrel and 2 pistons? Now, how the hell am I supposed to get redstone and iron? Ugh. Sifting, I guess. Sifting ores. I'm sure there's a quest chain that will tell me all about it. But, okay, with that in mind, since I don't have the materials, and we're probably getting close to around 20 minutes, we are going to pause on Starge Wars, but nice to know that we still have it available to us. And what does Hell's Kitchen make available? Because we've looked at some of these. Learning to Skyblock still seems to be where we're going. But what does Hell's Kitchen make available? Anything we can do early game. A cooking channel. Oh, this looks like it might teach us about recipes and better cooking. So that's awesome. Let's see. Perhaps better foods might last longer and fill you up faster. There are several cooking implements for processing raw ingredients into components that can be combined into better quality meals. Using a juicer with some apples will increase the amount of hunger recovered when eating. A task prepares to craft specific items, a juicer, bakeware, and mixing bowl. These all look like they take metal. And you're going to get 4 iron back, but I bet you're going to spend a bunch to get there. But real quick, let's just NEI a juicer. See what we're facing and decide whether or not this is something I'm even going to bother focusing on in the next episode. Pam's Harvest Craft. Got all these mods? I've never done them. Oh. Well, stone, so that's that comes back to our problem with dirt and or clay. So, I think, as I prepare to tuck myself into bed, I will thank you very much for hanging out here today on day 4 of the 100-Day Challenge. Once again, my name's Steve. This is Amateur Hour Gaming. I hope you enjoyed yourself today, guys, and I look forward to hanging out with you tomorrow for day 5 of the 100-Day Challenge. Take it easy.